Good morning. I'm Don Polden, the Dean of the Law School at Santa Clara University, and it's a great pleasure for me today to serve a couple of roles, hopefully competently, a welcomer and a moderator of our fourth panel today. So let me start off by extending a warm, genuine welcome to all of you that are here for this outstanding program on an extremely timely subject, privacy in an information age. It looked to me this morning, reading the Mercury News, that our enterprising law review editors and staff had managed to place a story on privacy issue that pointed out in one quote, front page, above the Oprah apology, privacy will be center stage in Washington in coming weeks. In the news in the last 10 days, as I'm sure many or all of you have seen, we've seen a number of stories, a number of issues in the news, in the popular consciousness, concerning assaults on perceived zones of privacy by government wiretaps, concerns about the reauthorization of the Patriot Act, and certainly the most contentious aspect of that are the issues involving the scope of protections for individual privacy and civil liberties. We've seen most recently something that reached out and affected our conference today, a case involving a government search warrant seeking information from Google regarding its customers' use of the Internet. It affected us because I replaced United States Federal District Judge James Ware, who was assigned this case, and so there was a concern that participating in this conference may impair his ability to act in a prudent and impartial way in that case. And certainly news last week about some telecommunications companies' intentional or inadvertent disclosure of customer information to third parties for their commercial use or exploitation. So we have some hot topics, hot stories in the news that describe profound cultural, political, and legal issues and highlight, in my opinion, some deep divides in our society and among our citizens. For example, a poll in this morning's paper said that a majority of Americans believe it's okay for the government to wiretap improperly if there's some ostensible connection to national security. So we have before us today in this conference hot topics and ones that are profoundly important. I'd like to take a moment and compliment the conference leaders and organizers, including, most importantly, Professor Dorothy Glancy, who will moderate this first panel. She was an instrumental part of working together with our leadership on the journal and focusing on this topic and helping to put together an outstanding group of speakers. Chris Fernandez, Alex Caminos, and Vince Coogan are all leaders on our law review in charge of making our symposium today work. They selected an interesting, highly pertinent, and potentially provocative theme. And I also want to thank in advance our many speakers. These are, as you will see, the top thinkers and writers in the critical areas of research and scholarship and policy making regarding privacy in an information society and an information age. I also want to thank Connie Bowles, who may be here today. Is that Connie back there? Thank you for, Connie is our San Jose City Facilities Manager who has worked closely with our law review to make this exciting, interesting forum available for this presentation. Thank you. And I'd also like to acknowledge both our Computer and High-Tech Law Journal and our High-Tech Law Institute, directed by Jenny Cox, who's with us here today on co-sponsoring this. Santa Clara Law School prides itself on its work as a leader in educating tomorrow's leaders in technology and information technology areas. With that, I'd like to just welcome you again and tell you I hope that you enjoy today's conference very much.